Hi friend, I'm Katie Moore, the Ironheart Mama. So, hey, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is sort of new for me, so if you're new here too, welcome. Welcome to me, welcome to both of us. You can find my blog at theironheartmama.com. I've been over there blogging for about 2 years now, and I sort of thought, hey, let's do some more videos. I'm sort of like a train wreck in lives, but you know, I love like face-to-face conversations. I like talking about mom stuff. I am a mom, so it sort of makes sense. But I also talk like a mom, so if something distracts me, I like bunny trail all over the place. You know, so if you're up for a great mom-to-mom conversation, this is gonna be great. All right, well, let me introduce myself, and then you can introduce yourself. I'm Katie Moore. I am the wife to Kevin. We've been married for about 17 years now. We were childhood friends, high school sweethearts, and we got married young. We got married young. We have 4 children. My oldest is about 14 right now, meaning she's somewhere around that age. She's 14. And then I have 3 girls, all ages 14 and 13 and almost 12, like in a couple weeks. And then my son, he's 9, gonna be 10 this summer. So we have had a busy early family life. I had them all close in there. And yeah, okay, so I will introduce them, like you to them later. And I'm really excited about that because I love them. So I think you are going to love them too. So what do I talk about here? I talk about first, I'll just give you this foremost. I love Jesus. I don't love Jesus and coffee. I don't love Jesus and chocolate. I don't love Jesus and naps. I don't love Jesus and a TV show. I love just Jesus, okay? Yes, I love my family. I love things like that. But let me just get right to the point. I am very focused about this. There is not a thing in my life that the Lord has not done something great. There's not one situation, one hard thing, one, lean season that I have not seen God bless us and provide and do wonderful things. So when you come on here and you need a little hey, what's the Lord been doing in your life? What can you encourage me in? I'm all over that because I want to encourage you to love the Lord with all that you are. It is really hard to be a mom, and I know that, and I tend to do everything the hard way. So the Lord teaches me things normally through a long process of struggle and difficulty, but oh, y'all, he is so good. I just said y'all like a Southerner. I mean, I live in the South, but I'm actually a Yankee. We'll talk about that another time. Okay, so what can you expect me to hear about other than Jesus? Now just remember, everything that I do, that's going to be like my focus, my core focus. I'm doing everything for the glory of the Lord. So if that is something that you are interested in, or if that is how you want to live, then you have come to the right place and we can just talk about Jesus all day long. I love that. So we talk about homeschooling, relaxed homeschooling in particular. I started teaching my oldest when she was 3 years old because earliest was best. It did not go well at all. And so now we can just skip all of those years later. So 11 years later, we are relaxed homeschoolers, which means basically our school is not child-led. That's unschooling. We are parents-led, but we pay attention to our children's needs and their interests and what we are seeing God develop in them and preparing them for the future that he has for them outside of our home. Whether that means college or a trade school or a job or a family, whatever that is, we are preparing them for that now. So that is how our homeschooling looks. Is it intense? Some days. Most of the time, no. We basically take it really easy because life itself is such a way to learn, isn't it? So yeah, relaxed homeschooling. I take basically simple concepts and I make them easier. That's what we do around here. So you can hear all about that over on the blog, and I will be talking about that a lot here, and just, really maybe going through some of the mistakes that I made and offering suggestions or alternatives and ways that you can do it. Okay, so another thing is relaxed not homeschooling, but homemaking. I have 4 children. I had them all within 5 years. So it got pretty crazy in my house. I had to learn how to do things with a lot of little ones underfoot and not a whole lot of help. And, you know, toddlers definitely are helpful, but maybe in their own way. So I learned how to get organized and how to simplify things and really how to accept the Lord's leading in my home. So I relaxed homemaking. That is definitely a thing. And as you will see in my videos, my house is not perfect. I mean, you can even see like right here. So my wall needs to be painted and my knobs are missing. And you might even see some of the names etched into the hutch behind me. So, I mean, it's real life here. Relax homemaking and real life. I talk a lot about that, and I actually love to because there's so much grace in family life, but I think we miss it because we're stuck on the details or doing it all. So, another thing that I talk about is health and basically like simple and easy. I don't know how I refer to it any other way. Hold on. I actually wrote it somewhere. Oh, easy, healthy living. That's it. That's on my blog, so I have to look at my own blog sometimes. Okay. Yeah, healthy living. I can start off by telling you that I used to make everything from scratch, and I have constantly been in this stage of like, my kitchen is like a laboratory. Is that right? Laboratory? I think I just said the English version. It's not a lavatory. That's all I want to say here. How long? I was like, 28 years old when I figured out the difference between a lavatory and a laboratory or laboratory. Yeah. Anyway, so I constantly have things that I am concocting in my kitchen. I ferment things. I culture things. I, am really focused on gut health. And there's a reason for that. I had like a complete hormonal meltdown, not complete, but it was pretty intense a few years back. And so I was like, hey, I need to take control of my health because I can't afford all the doctor's visits and all of the health concerns that I was having. I was like laid up for a while. It was pretty bad. So, yeah. So I'm really big into healthy living, but made accessible. So just keep that in mind. I don't make everything from scratch. I don't have time for that because I have 4 children and I like to do other stuff. There are some people that attain that, but that's like not my main focus in life. That makes sense? Okay, but we focus on healthy living in a really simple manner. One of the ways that I focus on health is with Trim Healthy Mama. So if you've heard of Trim Healthy Mama, a lot of people join Trim Healthy Mama for the trim part. I joined Trim Healthy Mama for the healthy part. After spending a couple years working on gut health and, liver health, and I was insulin resistant. My hormones were all over the place. I was depressed. Like I had a lot of issues happening all at once. And so I was like, I'm going to address this with like these different ways, focusing on the liver and the gut health, like I was just talking about. And I had some friends that were like, hey, you should check out Trim Healthy Mama. I think you'd really like it. And I'm like, rah, rah, rah. Another diet. I don't want to do another diet. But I don't know what it was that inspired me to do it. So I think it was probably a friend nagging at me for a little while. And I said, okay, I'll try Trim Healthy Mama. And so I got the book. I wanted to read through the book first. Hang on. Hey, can somebody close that door? I hear the squeak, squeak, squeak. Thank you. So I got the book and I was, looking through it and I realized, oh my goodness, like I'm already doing most of this stuff. Like, why haven't I started this sooner? It's just because I'm stubborn. Anyway, so like I started it in November. So I was reading the book since like last March. I got the book and I have been like loving it so far. Excuse me. I've been loving it so far. I have lost 12 pounds. That's what normally everybody wants to hear about. I've lost 12 pounds in the last 2.5 months, which is kind of huge because I'm close to my goal weight. And I think like once you get like within a certain amount, you kind of lose things like, slower. So I am beneath my plateau weight because I always tend to like stick at a certain weight. Anyway, so yeah, definitely trimmer. Also definitely healthier. I was telling you a little bit about the hormone health. I tend to be estrogen dominant, and I would just have so many like mood swings, and I just felt tired and drained all the time. And so that was a huge struggle. So between the diet change, and when I say diet change, like really, I don't believe that there are just these massive like natural food groups that you shouldn't be eating. I think that the Lord created them, and you need to have a good approach to it. So I love the approach. I'm super loving it. Anyway, I'm not even an affiliate for Trim Healthy Mama. I just want to say that right now. But yeah, so I love Trim Healthy Mama, and it's a huge part of our simple, like healthy living style because it's the way that we were already eating. So we will talk about that some more for sure. Okay, and then yeah, I think that that's like basically, I mean, there's little things that I'll talk about, but like community. So this is the other part. I've got a little bit of a unique story because I live in an intentional community. If you don't know what an intentional community is, or maybe you think you know, but you're not sure, we share land with 3 other families. It's sort of amazing. It is definitely difficult at times, but there have been so many blessings, and we have seen the Lord grow our family. And just, I could expound upon this for a long time. You don't have to live on property with other families to have a community. You can have a community in your church, in your area, in your family. Like, that is community. The idea is that you are to sharpen one another. Iron sharpens iron. That's where the forging iron hearts comes in, because iron hearts, anyway. So iron hearts, and yeah, so community. We believe that it's huge. The Lord did not mean for us to live on our own. We're meant to share our life with others because we learn from them. We teach them other things. We have help in that. So all of that's basically what I talk about. You'll find some printables on my page involving some of those things, but that's who I am. That's who Katie Moore is. I'm sure that there's more stuff in there. I'm kind of crazy. I'm nuts on live video because I'm so distractible like a mom. But here I am on my channel, and you're here. And so I love that. And I would love it if you would follow me and like stuff, follow me on Instagram. You can find me over there at Katie_the_Ironheart_Mama. You can find me on Facebook. I don't even know what my name is over there. It's like maybe Katie the Ironheart Mama. I can't remember. Anyway, you'll find me. Just look up the Ironheart Mama. You'll find me all over the place. I have a Twitter account, but I hate Twitter, so I'm never on there. And also on Pinterest. And here, that's it. So thanks for joining me, and I really look forward to getting to know you. Introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself in the comments. I will check those, and we'll do this thing. All right, friend.